Bridges, how we doing tonight, everybody? Yeah! My name's Thomas Zorio, as John Fenry almost forgot. I like this place so far. It's like your own comedy. You got a poster of all the comics that have gone missing in the last year. It's great. It's awesome. So my name's Thomas Zorio. I know I got a weird name. A lot of people ask how to pronounce it. A lot of people mispronounce it. And I mainly get people asking me how I spell my last name, and I don't know. I think I'm a little too aggressive because the last guy was like, yeah, how do you spell that? I'm like, yeah, Zorio, Z for Zorio, O for Oreo, R for Rio, I for EO, and O for O, Zorio. I found a life hack. If you guys like that. I used to drive an hour to work every day, and I really cut down my time recently. So this is what you do. If you normally take the highway on a Monday, take the surface streets, clock into work, and just get fired like I did, and you don't have to worry about going back and forth to work anymore in the morning. Yeah, for legal reasons, I can't name the company that I used to work for, but the feeling's not mutual. It's not Liberty Mutual. It's not a Liberty Mutual feeling. Laughs suffice. I don't know, man. I was talking to my dad the other day. He was like, Mijo, why do you sweat all the time? And I'm like, because I'm fat all the time, Dad. That's... I sweat so much. My weight gets brought up a lot, mainly by medical professionals. And, like, I just got a new doctor, and this guy steps into the office without even saying his name. He's like, Tommy. He's like, Thomas, this is the heaviest you've ever been. What are you tell? Like, I got Pop-Tarts in the back of my car, doc. Let's find out. I got into a car accident like 2 weeks ago, so I had to go to the chiropractor. I go in for like my second appointment. He's like, Thomas, you're a thick man. We have to take more x-rays now. And for like a second, I thought he said thick with 2 C's. I wasn't sure. I want to see how long I can do that joke before it becomes dated. What's the date? The 20th, 2018. Yeah. Okay. Just remembering that for later. But yeah, my friends tell me that I should be more body positive, which I think is just like body positivity is basically doesn't matter what you look like or what you weigh. You should be confident. I don't have a problem with the first part. The second part is what I have a problem with. I weighed myself today. I was 290 pounds. Yeah, that's a concern. That's not a weight anymore. All right? That means I could lose 100 pounds, and I still need to lose 40 pounds to be considered healthy. That's how much I weigh. God, it's freaking embarrassing. Like, you know, I'm not saying if you're fat, you shouldn't have any confidence. When I wrote this, I thought this would be funny, okay? But what I am saying is, like, imagine you'd have so much more confidence if you didn't have to be on diabetes medicine after 30. It's great. It's amazing. Or maybe if you stepped on the scale and it stopped before the 0. I don't know. So, what was I getting at here? Being fat. Oh, yeah, that's right. My mom's Mexican. And my mom's Mexican, and a lot of my cousins' stuff, like, you know, I came out looking like Goodwill Drew Carey. So they like to ask me what I identify with. You know, they're like, so, like, what do you... You know, like, what do you concern your... I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, are you, like, Chicano? I'm like, dude, it's none of that. I count myself a white Latino, and I say that... Like, look, these are the benefits of being a white Latino. I'm white, and those are the benefits of being a white Latino. It wasn't easy growing up a white Latino, man. All the Mexican kids would make fun of me because I looked white, and the white kids would make fun of me because I was fat. I could never win. I could never win on the playground. Could never win. My dad had a Cuban accent growing up, which is a weird thing before you go to school because the only thing he allowed me to watch was I Love Lucy, and Desi Arnaz, you know, Ricky Ricardo, was the only dad on there. And he also had a Cuban accent. So when I went to school, I didn't know that dads didn't talk that way. I went to my teacher, I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, you sound funny. They're like, I'm from Tennessee. I'm like, I'm sorry. But it was also weirder too, because like, it wasn't just my dad and the TV. My next door neighbor growing up, his dad was from Jamaica, and his dad also had an accent. A Cuban accent. I still can't figure it out for the life of me. Do we have any fans of what's it called? I don't know, hallucinogens, psychocybe. Yeah. Okay. So I'm 27. When I was 26 on Thanksgiving, I took acid for the first time. I took LSD for the first time. Oh my God, it was nuts. Like I started seeing things, like I connected things in my head that I never connected before. I feel more at calm. I realized everyone's different, but that makes us all the same. Everything's beautiful. I figured out like why Adam Sandler isn't funny anymore. It was amazing. It was a fun trip. It was a great time. And so what I did, I started getting my life together. I took a pen and a piece of paper, and I made a list of things I was going to do the next day, all right? Needed to get my life together. First thing on the list, call out of work. That it was going to be a big day. Needed to do that to make the rest of the day free, all right? Then I was going to balance my checkbook, get a budget together, start getting in better shape, call a travel agent, book a trip to Cuba. I was going to borrow something against my 401k so I can take the trip. It was crazy. I had everything planned. And then the next day I woke up, and all I could do was call out of work, guys. That's all I could do was just call out of work. Oh my God. So yeah, it wasn't a bad trip. It was not too bad of a trip. Oh, my family got really concerned when I told them that story because I told it to them at a show I invited them to. And they were like, "Oh, so that was a joke, right?" I was like, "No." Before I go, I wanted to, I was talking a lot about my family. I just saw my brother a few weeks ago. He hopped into town. He's Korean. I'm obviously not. I call him my brother. Like, we've known each other since high school. Like, freshman year, I barely got into, level 1 algebra. All right, this kid scored into multivariable calculus. That's a college level course our high school offered, okay? I got a 1380 on my SATs. And he got a 1940. This kid's always been an overachiever. And when he came to visit me, we got pulled over that night, and he blew a 4.0. All right, guys, it's been my time. I'm Thomas Zorio. Thank you.